Hello, this is my review of the GNR Class J13 and also the LNER Streamlined Class B17 City of London. Now I have decided that if you're watching this on TikTok, then I'm going to do the review on about the GNR Class J13, but if you are watching this on YouTube, then I'm going to do this about the LNER Streamlined Class B17 City of London. But before I carry on, I'm going to tell you the price about both locos. The City of London is £274.99 and the GNR Class J13 is £174.99. But these are a total of £449.98. But I meant to say a bit of money because with the what I call the spooky code from Hornby, they've done like a Halloween thing. I managed to get 15% off both of these, which gave me a total of £90 off, plus I had the Hornby Hobby Rewards, which was £32.99 off, which gave me, so I managed to get both of these locos for a lot less money, and I got them both for £326.99. Now remember, if you're watching this on TikTok and you also want to see my review of the B17, you can find me on YouTube at Jimyjames73. But if you're watching this on YouTube and you want to see my review of the Class J13, you can also find me on TikTok at Jimyjames73. For those of you who are watching this on YouTube, let's continue. I'll just show you a round box, and on the top we have got a nice line drawing of the loco, and then on the side we've got some information. What I'll just show you, we've got some information there, so if you want to pause and read that you can. And then we've got some more information there, so again pause and read that if you want to. Third lot information, pause and read that if you want to. And then that's because this is a slightly bigger box than the J13. The J13, they didn't have enough room for this. That's because there's only a smaller box for the J13. That's because it's a slightly bigger box. We've got, not only did we have the line drawing, but we've got another type of drawing. It's more of the telling you the height, like you've got the height of the loco, the width of the loco, the total length of the loco, the length of the wheels, and the tender. And this was drawn in, actually not that long ago. It was only drawn last year in 2024. Doesn't really tell you what date it was, just says the year. Now I'm showing you the end of the box. It is R30406 LNER Streamlined B17 number 2870 City of London Era 3 DCC ready 21 pin connection. And as I said in the GNR Class J13 video, they're doing something new, I've noticed. They're starting to tell you that it is HM7000 compatible, so if you put a chip in it then that's okay. I haven't seen, the second time I've seen that now, and the minimum radius is 438mm and 00 gauge locomotive. Let's open up the box and see what we've got inside. Well, we know what we've got inside, but we've got this lovely black foam, really nice, protective. Oh, and let's take a look at, well, that's quite heavy. Let's take a look at the paperwork. This is for the Class B17 steam locomotive operating and maintenance instructions. I know I keep on saying this, but we've seen this like a zillion times. It's always the same really. Got the general, got routine maintenance, running hints. And inside, this is where it's sometimes different. About the lubrication, accessories, drain cot, front coupling assemblies with screws. That's interesting. Front vac pipe and rear vac pipe and the buckeye coupling. And then loco to tender This is the wiring, telling you about the DCC decoder and sound fitting, which is in the tender. So you've got to undo a couple of screws, and then on the back the usual about spare parts and safety note, that sort of thing. This is very standard for Hornby. So let's go take it out of its packaging. Oh look, we've got the accessory pack right on top. Oh, looks like we've got quite a lot. We've got another little leaflet in here. So let's open up this bag if I can and see what it says. Something about brake rods assembly, as if we don't know already. Oh, it's just, yeah, just a drawing of how to fit them on. I don't normally do this, but yeah, looks like those are the brake rods, and then I've got a spare coupling in there. I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, okay. So yeah. Oh, it's got a chain coupling, I think, and yeah, I've got a chain coupling in there as well. I don't quite see that, but there's a chain coupling in there and a few other bits. Okay, so let's take this off. I've already got a it's about my third or fourth B17 I've got, but not, which is streamlined. This is why I've got this one. Oh, this is very weighty. Oh, we can actually, let's do up close and personal with this, because this is very good. Now this is up close and personal. I've got no glue marks. If I can show you the cab detail. Very well painted. If you can just see that, see all the pipes have been painted. Some of the dials have been, you can see the dials there are, all the dials have been done up, all the levers have been done. Got a seat, two little seats on the sides, so it's very well done. Pity there's no crewmen which came with this. Would have been nice if they supplied 2 crewmen like they normally do, but for some reason they didn't. So I've got, if you like, another Gresley locomotive, because it's going to be driving on its own. The coal load on it looking a bit low, and that doesn't matter because that's what happens. Normally it would be right to the top, but you know, it must have been driving quite a few miles, so it's starting to run a bit low. It needs to stop by the sidings and get refilled up again. I don't know how well you can see that on the side. It's got a red lining across there. Can you see that? I don't know if you can. Hope you can. It's been lined, and also on the tender there's a red lining on there, and then on those bits there. That feels metal to the touch. I think that's flat. Yeah, I think that's metal on the front as well. That's why it's got sprung buffers both front and back. Very good detail. Got your whistles there. Oh, the air vents, you can move forwards and backwards. It's got the number on the front there. It's a single chimney. All very streamlined. Can't get over how heavy this Loco is. And it's got fitted handrails on both sides. So this is very well worth the money, I think. And it's got the steps at the back on the tender, and it's got a pipe on the back there, and you've got the water section there. So the tender has a double use, not only for storing coal but for storing water. Oh, and look, I've said this in other videos about other locos. Can you see that bit there? It's like a little, well, that is actually a scoop. So what they do on the track, there's a little gutter full of water. So there's this, so I mean it can pick up water as it's on the move, so it doesn't have to stop and, you know, like at the station or the sidings, and then I don't know, it takes 20 minutes, half an hour to fill it up, but it can collect, so save time rather sitting at sidings just to fill up with water. It's got a little scoop so you can collect water while it's on the move. Anyway, let's take this downstairs to the JJ's test track. Welcome to JJ's test track. Before I show you my City of London, let me show you my other B17s. Now this is my West Ham United B17 61672, it's British Railways. I've got, let me show you this one because it has a similar number. This is Wheelback Abbey, number 616119. That's right. Remember that was 61672. This one's 61619. So that's a lower number. Also British Rail. So as I said, Wheelback Abbey. So the only difference between those two numbers. And this is another B17 which I've got. But instead of being British Railways, this is a LNER. This is Manchester United. So I don't follow football, even though like Manchester United and West Ham United are two football clubs. I don't follow football, so those are my other three B17s: 61612, Wheelback Abbey, Manchester United 2862, and West Ham United 61672. So now let's get to my City of London. Let's do the slow test then. Oh, there's a bit of a wheel slip. Did you see that? I don't know if you saw that, but there was a bit of a wheel slip then. Now let's try it backwards. Oh, another bit of a wheel slip there. That's when the wheels turn but it doesn't move. Now that's interesting. On my J15 that cost £174. That had a firebox glow. This cost me £274. Guess what? This doesn't have a firebox glow. So how come a Loco which costs £100 more than a Loco which has a firebox glow has a firebox glow, but the Loco, this one, doesn't? I'm going to put that to the Hornby forum right now. I've just been to the Hornby forum and asked the question why this does not have a firebox glow, even though this costs £100 more than the J13. If the J13 is £100 less and that has a firebox glow, this costs £100 more and this doesn't. So I'll have to wait for a reply. Now I'm going to do a test here. I'm going to lift up the tender and see what happens. Does the Loco still want to move? Well, I've picked up the tender, so it's just the Loco wheels are touching the track, and yes, so that means there are pickups on the wheels because the tender's not touching, so the Loco does still want to move, so that's good. So now let's put the tender back down again. Let's do pick up. I think there's wires going from the tender to the Loco, so the wheel should still go round. There you go. So that's good. So there are pickups on the tender as well. So more pickups means better. So if it's going across a point or a crossover, it still means it was still going. So at least that's a good thing. The more pickups, the better. Let's do another test. Do the flywheel test. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pull out the power to the controller, turn the controller to full blast, and quickly put in the power and then put it out again and see what happens. maybe let me do this at the beginning of the track. It didn't stop. Don't know how much, because it's stopped a little bit. Don't think it's got much of a flywheel. Now I'm going to do this flywheel backwards, put in the power, put it out. See, it didn't, it's kind of like, it should have moved a bit further along. Almost if it stopped straight away. So this is what my test track is all about. I can do that kind of testing to find out if it's got a flywheel or not, or like with a tender I can see if it's got pickups on the tender or not, or I can find out if it's got a firebox glow or not. That's the whole point of a test track. So you've got a nice long straight and you can test it to see what it has got and what it hasn't got. Let's give it a few more goes and then we go upstairs to my MMMR. Something very lovely. So why is it doing that? Well, sadly, this is where this review all of a sudden ends. As you can see, for some reason the couplings just suddenly broke off. I don't know why or how. So I've got to send this back to Hornby. I'm not quite sure how long that would take. And I've only had it for a few hours. And it's, well, testing it, you know, well, I've had it like for a day or two, but it's like the first time I've had it out of the box, like, so I don't know. I don't know how you fix these things, so I'll send it back to Hornby. So not very good, brand new, and it breaks. So anyway, that's that. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment down below. Have you had any bad experiences where you bought something brand new and it's broke within a few days? Let me know in the comments down below, and how did you deal with it. Anyway, again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you, bye.